So yesterday I just scrolled around the internet like I always do, just to see what's going on with wrestling, both backstage and on screen. Maybe figure out some stuff that I can talk about. And all of the Thanksgiving preparation that I was doing yesterday um, overshadowed the fact that CM Punk was going to break his silence on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast about why he left the WWE, what happened in the final months of his term in the WWE, the reasons for leaving the WWE, and all of this other stuff. So I found some time yesterday to listen to the podcast, and you know, after listening to the podcast, I can just say one thing, and that is I was absolutely right about everything that I've said about CM Punk over the past couple of months. And what I've been saying over the past couple of months was he had every reason to leave the WWE, and no one should be bashing him for all of these issues, all of these injuries, all of these problems, both backstage, on screen, and personally. I look at what CM Punk said about his health, the fact that he had a fatal staph infection that could have potentially killed him, the bruised ribs that were intentionally broken by Ryback with an intentional kick. What else? His injured knees, the one that they had surgery on and it was, still semi-functional, and then the other one that he busted up during the Royal Rumble or Undertaker match. I don't remember which one, but the busted knees, the multiple concussions and other injuries like that. And I look at them, and then I look at Twitter and Facebook and all social media, and I see all these posts. CM Punk is still a quitter no matter what he says. CM Punk is a quieter, whatever the fuck that means. And I look at CM Punk's injuries, and then I look at the people bashing him still. And I look at the people bashing him still, and I literally just want to fucking punch all of them in their faces. And let me tell you why. I'd like to propose a question to all of you CM Punk haters, all of you CM Punk bashers. Let's say, hypothetically, you were in a company, let's say you were in a wrestling company like he is, or he was, and you were dealing with a torn meniscus. Let's just say this. You were dealing with neck stiffness on a daily basis. You were dealing with a broken hand. You were dealing with a concussion or more than a concussion. And you went to the doctors of the company that the company hired themselves personally, and the doctor told you that basically nothing was wrong, you were going to be fine, all you had to do was take antibiotics, and you would be fine. And instead of getting better, you got worse, and potentially, because it kept getting worse, it can deteriorate your performance, it can deteriorate your value and skill, and you went from being a top guy to a shadow, to a shell of yourself. Let me say this for all the CM Punk bashers. If you were in CM Punk's shoe and your doctor basically told you that everything was going to be fine when you clearly knew that everything wasn't going to be fine, you would have done the exact same thing of walking out of the company and going to another doctor, because that other doctor would probably fill you in like it did for CM Punk on what was happening to you, what was actually happening to you, and saying that all of this would kill you. Let me just say this. You would have done the exact same thing and be pissed off at those doctors that told you that you were going to be fine when you were basically wrestling on borrowed time. Let's get that out of the way. Let's say you're in a company. Let's say you're in let's say you're working at like a customer service for a clothing store or something like that. And let's say that you have one guy who comes in like today, just today, and over the next couple of weeks he does a shitty job at his job, but he gets paid really well, and he gets paid, well, I just said really well, and he does the job like shit, and he winds up getting promoted. And let's say you are there, and you've been working at that job for 20 years, and you've been working at that job and busting your ass at it every freaking day of your life, and you were getting absolutely a shit paycheck. You were getting shit treatment. You were getting shit everything in that job. Wouldn't you be pissed? Would you be pissed off if someone just came in, did the job really poorly, but yet you busted your ass for 20 years or whatever, and you got shit treatment from the higher-ups while they get freaking ass-kissing and he goes to the top? If you get what I'm saying. He gets the bigger paychecks, he gets the promotions while you get the shit, yet you did most of the work and he just came in and did the absolute shit. Wouldn't you be pissed off? So let me say this real fast. What CM Punk did is right, because those injuries could have potentially ended his life. Especially the staph infection that he didn't even know was a staph infection, that the idiot WWE doctor didn't even know was a staph infection. And he basically said, CM Punk, you should have died 3 months ago. For all those who bash CM Punk leaving because of storyline purposes, that he was getting shit treatment from Vince McMahon and Triple H, let me say this. Fill his shoes. If you were there in the company for 20 years, well, not 20, but if you were in the company for a really long time, and you put the effort every single day on house shows, on Raw, on SmackDown, on pay-per-views, and you put on quality matches every night, and then you don't even get main event shots. You don't even get support from the owner of the company and his son-in-law. But they bring in a guy that leaves the company 10 years before, such as Brock Lesnar, and immediately he gets the highest of honors in ending Undertaker's undefeated streak or winning the WWE Championship. Wouldn't that piss you off? So I will say this for the final time. What CM Punk did was fine. What CM Punk did was good. And I respect what CM Punk did. And you can shove that he's a quitter or a quieter in my face all you want to. But it does not matter. Because CM Punk did the right thing. And for that, he should be respected. Not fucking pissed upon. What CM Punk did shows that I should respect him because he's looking out for himself over stuff that could potentially kill him, over injuries that have deteriorated his performance, deteriorated his skills. And I'm sorry, but if you were in CM Punk's shoes, I know that you would do the exact same thing.